Alright guys, good morning. This is episode 74 of MLB 19 The Soul. Starting Sunday or Monday, I will be doing, hopefully getting a new episode of Assassin's Creed Syndicate going. Hopefully, and get something going from now as we speak. If you guys are joining in and want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, you guys will get a new episode in the morning tomorrow, as I will be at the art studio with my pun later on today. Make sure you guys smash the like button, turn on the notification bell if you guys haven't had the opportunity. If anybody in the chat has an account of Facebook and a Twitter, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. Well, we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, we tweet them out, share them, and we add them to a playlist. We'll leave a meaningful comment down below once we've done the rest, and never ask any support back afterwards. This is game 1 of 3, Detroit Tigers visiting the Cleveland Indians. In game 1 of 3 so far this morning. As the Tigers rotation, they will be bringing in the 2-7 record of 4.82 record of Jordan Zimmerman, as you guys can see in the chat. So how are you guys doing this morning? Hope you guys are well and having a good week, as you always are every week. So I will be with my opponent later on today at the art studio, and I gotta tell you, she got a new phone. From what I've been hearing, she got a new phone. You guys can tell me if you've heard of this new phone. It's part of Straight Talk. It's called the LG Galaxy Orbit. Galaxy Orbit, if I'm correct. I can't recall, but I don't think I've ever had that phone, but I know it's part of Straight Talk. This is game 1 of 3, as we speak. But, I don't think I've ever had that phone. But I've had the iPhone 6 for nearly, like I said, a year and a half. Coming to the mound for the Indians defense in game 1 of 3, Shane Bieber. He actually gets the start for the Indians defense. 14th start of the season, 1-8 record, 5.62 ERA. He scored 96 hits this season, 20 walks, and 49 strikeouts. And starting for the Tigers offense, designated hitter, John Hicks, batting .281, 12 home runs, 25 RBIs to his credit. Let's see what happens in game 1 of 3. Here's the first pitch by Bieber, strike 1. So yeah, if you guys have heard about that new phone, you guys let me know in the chat. 7-11 is actually the first pitch. I, for one, am also going to be getting a new phone during tax time in 2020. Ground ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, 1 away. In game 1 of 3. So I don't know. I recommend getting one of the next couple phones coming up. Here's the starting lineup for the Tigers offense. Miguel Cabrera batting .329. So far for the Tigers offense this season, Tigers offense have scored 20 stolen bases, 15 for the American League. Now batting shortstop, Jordy Mercer, batting .257, 9 home runs, 24 RBIs to his credit. And also keep your answers going for the Idol, because I would love to hear some extra stuff going into play. Going into play for early next year for 2020. And that was ball 1. So we'll see what happens from now. The 1-0 count by Bieber, strike 1. If you guys have any questions on those current keys, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. And we also have the same 4 umpires in game 1 of 3. As you guys can see. I've also have not checked out the gameplay for Dragon Ball Z Kotat. Ground ball to third. He gives it to first baseman, and that's 2 outs for the Tigers offense. In game 1 of 3. Here comes the one and only Miguel Cabrera, first baseman, batting .329, 7 home runs, 30 RBIs to his credit. You guys can see it's the Cotton Cubs over the Metropolitans, 3-1. But it says here 5 hours ago, according to IGN, and I quote, "While Gohan and Cell's legendary fight and action from the gameplay of the upcoming Dragon Ball Z Karat, but I'm not sure if it would be pretty nice to be on the weekly schedule though. I highly don't think. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Like I said, I used to play Dragon Ball Z, but I don't usually play Dragon Ball Z that much. But, you know, Dragon Ball Z is not that bad, but it's good. It can pretty much be good as it can be, you know. It's not that bad at this point. So we'll see what happens. As we have a replay of that. If you guys are familiar with Dragon Ball Z, you guys can also type that in the chat as well. We'll see how that's gonna go. And he struck him out. And the side is retired. As we go to the bottom of the first, nothing. In game 1 of 3. Using the hashtag #IamACreator community. Starting for the Tigers defense, Zoran Zimmerman, looking at his 14th start of the season. 2-7 record. He has an ERA of 4.82 ERA. 102 hits, and he also has given up 11 walks and 90 strikeouts. Due up for the Indians offense with the rematch with the Indians offense. Tied with Nocklin, batting .234, 6 home runs, 11 RBIs to his credit. He gets a sign. Here's the pitch by the 2-7 record, Zoran Zimmerman. Strike 1.
And this finds the inside corner for strike 1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in.
Tyler Nocklin's batting average is a .234.
Their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do.
Foul ball to left in the stands, strike 2.
You have to let it go. They can get it going.
Looking for the out, Zimmerman, 2-7 record. Foul ball to left again, strike 2. Well, if you guys have any questions about the idol and night sign, I think management approved it last night. I haven't checked. And he struck him out, and that's the first out for the Indians offense. First strikeout by Zoran Zimmerman. In game 1 of 3, as we get a look at the starting lineup for the Cleveland Indians offense in game 1 of 3. Carlos Gonzalez batting .254. Last month with the Indians offense, he's 16 for 65. With an average of .246, 4 home runs and 5 RBIs. And here comes Carlos Gonzalez, batting .254, 10 home runs, 21 RBIs to his credit. Zimmerman gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Foul ball to left, strike 1. Remember guys, we pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 2. Looking for the out, Zimmerman. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Ball 1. So far, Men in Black still has a good, essential lead for the idol, and Black and White as well is still in the lead for night sign, I believe for February 7th. So that's still in good condition. So we don't have to worry about that. Ball 2. Hold on a second. I want to try to get my fucking schedules going to see if they can load up a little bit. Comes for 2-2 by Zimmerman. Ground ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's second out for the Indians. In game 1 of 3. Here comes the third baseman. Jose Ramirez batting .283. 8 home runs, 27 RBIs to his credit. Here comes Zimmerman again, 2-7 record for the season. Ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single.
And I know the schedules is already popping out, and that's ball 2. Looking for a strike by Zimmerman. Game 1 of 3. Foul ball to right, strike 1.
Taken
Strike
on the
2.
outside corner for strike 2.
He gives a sign, nods his head. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman.
Line toward
Ground, fly
center
ball
field.
to center field, and he makes the
Not get
catch.
down quickly enough as it's pulled
Out
out
number
there
3,
in center, and that
game 1 of
means
3, and the side is
Indians
retired.
go down 1-2-3. And
As we go to
it's
the
a
top of the
still
second, nothing.
ball game.
In game 1 of 3 in the chat. Due up for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. Nick Castellanos batting .312, 14 home runs, 36 RBIs to his credit. Starting off game 1 of 3 with the
First pitch of the at-bat
Tigers
on its
offense.
way. Fastball taken, but that
Strike
gets
1.
the zone for a strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real
I also
treat
ran
today.
into a
Guys,
couple
what can we
people
expect
last
from the
night at the
matchup?
store, but
These are two guys that aren't hard throwers.
I'll get to them in a minute. Fly ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers. But yeah, I ran. All right, guys. Like I said, there was a couple people that I knew in specific that went with the staff. Was stopping at Walmart last night. I'll tell you in a moment. Entering play, hit leaders: Nelson Cruz, Elvis Andrews with 88 with Dickerson. Here comes Kristen Stewart batting .213. Tigers staring at baseman at first with no outs. Man, I recognized a couple people that was stopping at my store yesterday, and I told my opponent on my last break of who was stopping, and I recognized them. One of them started with an A, and the other one had a fucking girlfriend, perhaps. As I didn't pay any extra attention. I didn't pay any attention at all, you know. Be like, I'm just focusing on making the catch for my 11 Nights future, since her and I have now been together for 790 days. I'm still keeping count as we speak, as of this point. 1-1 count by Bieber. Fireball to left center field. Picks up a block, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out. So I'm like, I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to worry about those snotty pricks ruin my job or anything in general. Here's a defensive lineup for the Cleveland Indians. Kevin Plawecki, Jason Kipnis, Lourdes Martin, Shane Bieber, Carlos Gonzalez, and Jose Ramirez. Here comes the second baseman, Nico Goodwin. Against left-handed pitchers, guys, with the Tigers offense, has an average of .267, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs to his credit. Has an overall average of .299 as we speak. Miami Marlins visiting the Phillies 3-0. Here's the pitch by Bieber.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 1. But yeah, when I gazed at him a little bit, and I'm like, I knew I recognized a couple people. I recognize a couple people as we speak, but they're not part of the I Am a Creator community though. So they're not. But to tell you guys the truth, tell you guys the name, I'm not gonna say it in the chat, but my love knows them a little more than I do, but you guys pretty much have the preference idea. Ball 2. But yeah, starting Sunday, you guys will get a new episode of MLB 19 in the morning and Sunday. But starting Monday, I'm gonna be doing something. I'm gonna be doing hopefully a new episode of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. 3 to 4 days a week. On deck, Maki Matuk batting .203. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh wait a minute, it can't be Tuesday. It can't be Monday because. Let me check out the schedule real quick, so I can show you guys what the fuck I'm looking at. I don't know. It could maybe be Monday, because I have a little bit of an unknown schedule. Ground ball to straight center field, and that is a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. I could maybe do it Sunday afternoon, maybe not, but it all depends. I mean, the earliest I would do it is maybe Tuesday. Tigers staring at baseman in first and second with 1 out in game 1 of 3. So I have no clue. I mean, the earliest I can do it would be after I do a new episode of Borderlands 2. And then I have a couple other things that are part of the weekly schedule next week, in which I'm hoping to carry something with that, maybe. Check swing strike 2. My Gematrix average is a 203. So we'll see. Doing that, I am a creator weekly schedule. I'm still doing 5 instead of 6, so we're still perfectly good. Ball 1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
I don't know what's been happening around that, but okay. Ball 2. If you guys are popping in the chat, I'm hoping Leon stops by again. Swing and a miss, and that'll be the second out for the Tigers offense. Second strikeout by St. Bieber in game 1 of 3. But yeah, if you guys want to catch more MLB 19, you guys will get it this weekend. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Because remember, every Tuesdays and Wednesdays is, like I said, is Borderlands 2. Thursdays and Fridays, I'm going to go back into Monster Hunter World, but I don't think I'm going to be getting a new episode done next week. Because, remember, in a couple weeks, not next week, but in the other week after that, I will be getting Final Fantasy VIII Remake. So that'll be on September 3rd. Hence, my next Money in the Bank will be September 5th. So, fly ball to straight center field in game 1 of 3, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Tigers lead 2 in game 1 of 3. If we go to bottom of the second, nothing. Coming to the plate from the batter's box for the Indians offense is Francisco Lindor, batting .216, 8 home runs, 31 RBIs. Zimmerman getting ready to deal. Foul ball to left, strike 1. So, like I said, if you guys want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, you guys will get new episodes this weekend. Be sure to hit that like button. Ground ball to center field. He gives it to first baseman, 1 away. Boston Red Sox hosting the Blue Jays, 1-0. Here's the defensive lineup for the Tigers defense. Jordy Mercer, Marky Martok's back on the field. Kristen Stewart, Nick Castellanos, Nico Goodrum, the one and only Miguel Cabrera on the right, and Grayson Grenier. Here comes the first baseman, Carlos Santana. He has 11 home runs leading the Indians this season, with Navs at .268 as we speak. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19, you guys will get it this weekend. From the weekends and on the weekends of the I Am a Creator weekly schedule every week. If anybody in the chat that pays it forward with me, fly ball to straight center field, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Indians offense. Good catch by the Tigers defense in game 1 of 3. Here's the replay one more time. If anybody in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account of the I Am a Creator group, it's like a Facebook, tweet it out, send a comment, add it to a playlist, leave a meaningful comment down below. Remember guys, I'm only doing a little over an hour and 30 minutes each. That's the same with Borderlands 2, since I haven't done it at all this week. So I don't think it's going to be a problem until maybe I do it. I'm pretty much going to be doing it next week. So remember, on September 3rd, I will be replacing Monster Hunter World for Thursdays and Fridays, so I can have Final Fantasy VIII Remake. Final Fantasy VIII Remake for Thursdays and Fridays after starting September 3rd. So it won't be a problem. Fireball to center field, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. As we go to the top of the 3rd, nothing. In game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense, Jamil Candelario. In the month of June with the Tigers offense, has a 300 average, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs to his credit. But other than that, we'll see what happens. We watch our videos in full, we like the videos, tweet them out, sell them, and we add them to a playlist. And we'll leave a meaningful comment down below once we've done the rest. And we never ask for support back afterwards. Because I have a little bit of a fucking tickle on my right nostril. Ball one. But I started feeling it a little bit, but it's not that bad. I started feeling that last night, but I don't think it's going to be a bad idea. I've had bloody noses before, but it's not even good for me. Fly ball to straight center field. He picks up a block, and of course, game 1 of 3. That will be a double for the Tigers offense. In game 1 of 3, 20-foot double by Zamir Candelario. Here it is one more time in the chat, guys. And if you guys have any questions about the idol Men in Black, according to the idol, right now, Men in Black still has a great lead. It still has a good lead over Phantom of the Opera, which came out back in 2005 to 2004. Don Hicks is 0 for 1 with a line out his first time. Tigers staring at base one in second with no outs. So Men in Black still has a great lead over Phantom of the Opera and Titanic, which I don't think they're going to be surpassing it at all very much. Strike one. Black and white. I'm still gonna go with black and white for Men in Black, which I am maybe, just maybe. I'm thinking about getting black and white. What do you call it? Black and white? Actually, black shades, like Will Smith wears, but they don't cost that much. Fly ball to left center field. It picks up a block and. That will be an RBI double for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. 20-foot double by Don Hicks. As the Tigers strike first, it's 1-0 Tigers, top of the third with no outs. Here it is one more time. In game 1 of 3. Tigers staring at base runner in second with no outs. Bieber gets signed. Here's the pitch to him. Strike one. Zamir Candelario is 0 for 1 in game 1 of 3 in the chat. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys think I should get saves or not. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And then, like I said earlier, I'll say it again as I said earlier. If you guys have not heard of the new, the recent Galaxy Orbit, that's part of the Straight Talk company, you guys let me know in the chat. Because, like I said, I've never had that phone. Never. I've had the iPhone 6 for a year and a half, and it'll be 2 years starting December 15th. Which I don't know if I'm planning on maybe getting a new phone by then, or I can pretty much still wait until tax time arrives. Because I am planning on getting a new one by hand. That I can handle. Ball 2. And I know some of you guys on the IamACreatorCommunity.com won't have any problems with any of that. So I don't think it's going to be a bad idea most of the time. So why not? Comes to 2-2 by Bieber. Ground ball to center field. Gets it to first baseman, 1 away. Ball the base runner from second, goes to third. But the Tigers offense. Here comes the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1. The strikeout in the first. In game 1 of 3. So we'll see. I'll think about it. I have till tax time of next year to think of something. Hopefully. And that's ball 1. But you know, there's a good variety of cell phones that I'm willing to charge a little bit more. A little over 200 a piece. But, like I said, it won't be a problem at all as long as I know what I'm doing, which I am. Which I'm not going to be able to counterfeit it, but we'll see. See what it comes down to. It comes to 1-0 count by Shane Bieber. Strike 1. In game 1 of 3. If you guys have any questions about it, type it in the chat.
1-1. Misses.
It's like swing ball too.
Boy, check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The 2-1 count by Bieber.
And the 2-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
The ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Here now the 2-2.
Fly ball to left center field. He gives it the first, and then that's out number 2 for the Tigers offense. While the base runner from third goes to home. As the Tigers extend the lead, it's 2-0 Tigers, top of the third with 2 outs in game 1 of 3.
He can seal the leak and hold these guys right here the rest of the way. This is still going to be a start.
Here comes the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. He singled his first time in game 1 of 3.
The right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Here's the pitch by Bieber, strike 1.
Called to strike.
Bieber gives a sign, here's the pitch to him. Fly ball to right center field in game 1 of 3, and from the weekends, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired.
So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no
Tigers
errors, and
give
no
2.
one left to board.
As we go to bottom of the third
Number 3.
inning, 2-0 Tigers
2-0.
in game 1 of 3.
Indian suit.
But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Type it in the chat.
This is a group that has had
Let's
trouble
go,
doing
let's
so
grow.
all season long. Currently, they rank dead last
I
in the league in
am a
turnovers.
money magnet. I make money every day. I took donations via PayPal. Super chat, so on the way. Money Magnet, MJ Rock, and James Cox. Here comes Lonnie Martin, batting 206, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs. As he gets started to do work with the Indians offense in game 1 of 3. Zimmerman gives a sign, 2-7 record. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right line, and that will be a single for the Indians in game 1 of 3. Check it out one more time. Pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Here comes the catcher, Kevin Polecki, batting 272, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs to his credit. Excuse me. Indians staring at base runner first with no outs. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Ball 1.
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
If you guys have any questions, tweet out the live stream. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward, and being rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get.
Oh yeah, if you guys have a community tab, if you want to add somebody to your community tab that has six good kins and has a good go, good woman like James Cox has, that would be him. Foul ball to right, strike 2. So you can add James Cox to your community tab. Ball 2. I don't know when he's going to go back to live stream, but he did one earlier this week. Ball 3. So yeah, he did one earlier this week. He had to do a couple errands. Here comes the 3-2 by Zimmerman. Fly ball to straight center field in game 1 of 3, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Indians offense. Good catch by the Tigers defense. Here comes designated hitter Roberto Perez, batting 263 and 6 RBIs to his credit. Atlanta Braves visiting the Nationals 2-0. Comes Zimmerman again, strike 1.
Leads off first with 1 away.
Ground ball to left center field.
Oh, and he can't come up with
and that will be a single for the Indians. San Diego Padres visiting the Pirates 1-0. Here comes center fielder Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. I'm also hoping Alice and Leon can get. Just hoping Alice can be the next one to stop by in the chat. The I Am a Creator community. And also maybe Leon again. And I did hear from Leon yesterday. He said he's been taking care of his grandma, and I'm like, why not? Be like, you have to do what you have to do. Take care of somebody's health, whether it's a grandma, parent, or anybody. It's good, and it's very important to take care of a family member if they're not feeling well. And that's the important thing. Foul ball to right, strike 2. It's always very important to look after it. Foul ball to left, strike 2. As long as people know what they're doing, keeping their health going, and not getting any fucking diabetes. Ground ball to right center field. And that will be a single for the Indians in game 1 of 3. Here comes Carlos Gonzalez with an opportunity. He's 0 for 1 with a line out in the first. Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block, and it's a grand slam to right center field. Oh my goodness. 11th home run, Gonzalez, 393 feet. As the Indians take the lead, it's 4-2, bottom of the third with 1 out. Grand slam shot to right center field. Oh my goodness. Here it is one more time in game 1 of 3.
He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped.
Zimmerman gives the sign, 2-7 record. Ball 1. Jose Ramirez is 0 for 1.
4 runs here in this half inning.
Foul ball to left, strike 1. Game 1 of 3.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third.
Fly ball, ground ball to third. He gets it to first in time. 2 outs for the Indians offense. Here comes the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
And a pop-up to right center field in game 1 of 3 from the weekends and on the weekends, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. It is one more time to right center field in game 1 of 3 in the chat. As we go to top of the 4th, Indians up 4-2. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. If you guys have anything.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far.
Like I said, I will be at the art studio later on this morning. So I'm going to have to go ahead and send another damn message.
And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of
since I know Walmart's going to be real busy again.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Here comes the left fielder, Kristen Stewart. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out in the second in game 1 of 3.
He's not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th.
Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
St. Bieber still on the mound for the Indians defense. Comes the 1-0 count. Strike 1.
Fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Comes the 1-1 count by Bieber. Here's the pitch to him. Game 1 of 3. Ball 2. Toronto Blue Jays visiting the Red Sox 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers.
Kansas City Royals hosting the Twins 4-2.
He's really working the count right here.
Fly ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers.
Now batting,
comes second baseman Nico Goodrum. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the second. Bieber gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike one.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
The 0-1 count by Bieber.
The 0-1 delivery.
That'll be strike two. Base hit him from first. Goes to second for the Tigers offense.
Forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild.
So I'm hoping to get a message back from one of my drivers. See if one of them can pick me up at the art studio this morning. Like I said, my love got a new phone, but I'm going to be helping her tomorrow. This weekend to activate it. I mean, the last time that I've ever had any phone get activated, my dad activated most of them for me. So I can get everything started. Fly ball to center field, and he makes the catch, and that's one away. In game 1 of 3. So I'm gonna help her out today. I'm gonna help, actually not today, but this weekend. Maki Matok is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second. Tigers staring at baseman on second with 1 out. In game 1 of 3. Bieber in the pitch, strike 1. San Diego Padres visiting the Pirates 2-0.
Here's the pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Brewers 2-0. Let me double check this score real quick. Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block, and in game 1 of 3, that will be an RBI double for the Tigers. As the Tigers cut the Indians' lead, it's 4-3 Indians. Top of the 4th with 1 out. 10th double by Maki Matok. Taking up one more time in the tap.
Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases.
Tigers staring at baseman on second with 1 out. It's starting to look a good game in game 1 of 3 from the weekends and on the weekends. Ball 1. Grayson Grenier is 0 for 1 with a fly out in the second. Bieber gives a sign. Here comes 1-0. Ball 2. So, I have 2 to 11 today, and then I'm off tomorrow and Sunday, which I'll be with my opponent most of the time. But in the morning, you guys will get extra baseball on the during the I Am a Creator Weekly schedule. But in a couple weeks, remember guys, in a couple weeks, I get Final Fantasy VIII, and that'll be Thursdays and Fridays. So it won't be a problem. Foul ball to right, strike 2. I almost said fly ball, but okay. I'm also going to be building on with Assassin's Creed soon. Once I might be able to do the drop behind that. Ball 3. On deck, Jamil Candelario, batting .294. That's why I did a little bit of fucking shopping yesterday, earlier this week.
Here comes the payoff pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Fly ball to right center field, and that will be the second out for the Tigers offense. Here comes third baseman Jamil Candelario. He's 1 for 1 with a double in game 1 of 3.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 3 runs, 6 hits.
Remember, I'm going to be getting a signature done later on today, so I don't think it's going to be a bad idea once this episode is over. Strike 1. So it won't be a bad idea. I'm going to have plenty of time to get that signature done today, hopefully. Bieber sets the target. Here comes the 1-1 by Bieber. Fly ball to straight center field. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. It's 3-point one more time in game 1 of 3. As we go to bottom of the 4th, Indians up 4-3. Game 1 of 3. Due up for the Indians offense, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 with a line out in the 2nd.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put
Zimmerman gives the sign, he nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Foul ball to left, strike 1. Carlos Santana's 0 for 1 on game 1 of 3 in the chat.
It'll be interesting to see if he can.
If you guys have any questions about Final Fantasy VIII as well, you guys let me know. I'm going to be starting that from scratch soon, by the beginning of September. Fly ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Indians. In game 1 of 3.
We take a look at his line here. He might not know all the specifics, but he knows.
Zon Zimmerman has given up 4 hits and 1 strikeout. He has a total of 44 pitches with the Tigers defense.
Seems to be the case here.
Here comes Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout in the 2nd in game 1 of 3. Indians doing at baseman at first with no outs.
From the stretch.
Strike 1.
Fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out, Zimmerman.
For the punch out and the offering.
Fly ball to left center field, I believe. And he makes the catch, 1 away. Game 1 of 3.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this time.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, type it in the chat about the Idol or Night Sign on November 7th. Let me know in the chat. If the moderators can come in the chat as well, that would be good. Any messages to my top moderator? We'll see what we can do. Linus Martin is 1 for 1 with a single.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly.
This is a pitch by Zimmerman. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hit in your entire career, but pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Foul ball to left in the stands, strike 2. Looking for the out, Zimmerman. Ground ball to left line. And that will be a double for the Indians in game 1 of 3. Check it out one more time in the chat.
Seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings.
Indians staring at based on the 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. We're going to extend the lead in game 1 of 3. Ball 1. Kevin Pilecki is 0 for 1 with a flyout in the 3rd. Strike 1.
Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th.
Fly ball to the right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2. While the base runner from 3rd goes to home, and the base runner stays at 2nd, as the Indians send the lead. It's 5-3 Indians. Bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. What's up, Lucky? How you doing? Check out that channel, guys, of the IamACreatorCommunity.com. Zimmerman nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. So, how are you today, Lucky? Type it in the chat. Roberto Perez is 0 for 1. Reset an error in the 3rd inning. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Anything interesting? Looking for the out, Zimmerman. Ball 1.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. In game 1 of 3. Swing and a miss. And that's 3 outs, and the side is retired. In game 1 of 3. And then we have a couple
It's the Indians 5.
As we go to the top of the fifth, Indians up 5-3 in game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense, Son Hicks. He's 1 for 2 with a double in game 1 of 3. Pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Ball 1. Strike 1. Houston Astros visiting the Yankees 1-0. Thank you, Lucky, for stopping by, buddy. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Yeah, he's the only one that stopped by so far. Ball 2. Kansas City Royals hosting the Twins 5-2. Comes to 2-2 by Bieber. Fly ball to left center field. And it will be out number 1 for the Tigers offense. Here comes shortstop Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. So I will be activating my Love's new phone, and by the time I do that this weekend, guys, my Love will be back in the chat. See, we'll be back in the chat soon. Don't worry. It will not be a problem. Fly ball to straight center field. He picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. This is looking to be a good game in game 1 of 3 from the weekends and on the weekends. 15th double by Jordy Mercer. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's struck out and he has grounded out in game 1 of 3. Tigers staring at base runner second with 1 out. Bieber gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. Like I said, I will be with my pun this weekend to help her activate her new phone. Remember, it's the Galaxy Orbit, so I haven't checked that one out at this point. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Miguel Cabrera held down a little too long. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Bieber. Second swing, and he struck him out, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers offense. Check it out one more time in slow motion in the chat. Like I said, guys, pay it forward and be rewarded when we watch our videos in full. We like the videos, we tweet them out, share them, add them to a playlist. We'll leave a meaningful comment down below once we're done the rest, and never ask anything back in return. Nick Castellanos is 1 for 2. It comes to 0-1 count by Bieber. Fly ball to straight center field, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Check it out one more time in the chat. Tigers leave up 1 as we go to bottom of the 5th. Indians up 5-3. Due up for the Indians offense in game 1 of 3. Tyler Knocklin is 1 for 2 with a single. Zimmerman nods his head, gives the sign, here's the pitch. Second swing, ball 1. I will be at the art studio after I take care of something real quick. Strike 1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Second swing, strike 2. Tyler Knocklin is 1 for 2. Looking for the out, Zimmerman, 2-7 record. And a hit by a pitch. Oh my goodness. Here it is one more time. Here comes Carlos Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2 with a grand slam in the 3rd. If you guys can recall. Indians staring at base runner first with no outs. Strike 1. Carlos Gonzalez is 1 for 2 with a grand slam. in game 1 of 3.
To get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Ball 1.
Fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Line
Ground ball to center field, and he makes the catch, 1 away.
Has it for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Comes Jose Ramirez. He has lined out and he has grounded out in game 1 of 3.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry.
Fly ball to left center field.
On the scene in 2016.
And he makes the catch for the Tigers defense. 2 away for the Indians.
For a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez.
Against Francisco Lindor, he is popped out and he has grounded out
So next it'll be the
in game 1 of 3.
Francisco Lindor. He's bounced out and flown.
Nods his head. Here's the pitch. By Zimmerman, strike 1.
Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense.
Fly ball to right center field again. And it's gone. 2-run shot to right center field. Guys in the chat. 9th home run by Francisco Lindor, 414 feet, as the Indians extend the lead of 7-3. Indians bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Oh my goodness. Take it out one more time. 2-run shot to right center field in game 1 of 3. Here comes Carlos Santana. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Like I said, thank you, Lucky, for stopping by this morning. Wasn't sure if you could still hear me, but it's all good. Zimmerman gets signed 2-7 record. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Carlos Santana's 1 for 2. Doing this one more time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball to right center field.
And that will be a base hit.
And that will be a double for the Indians in game 1 of 3. Oh my goodness. Take it out one more time. It's carrying in onto right center field.
That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be
Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Ball 1.
Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Strike 1.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Ground ball to straight center field.
Through into center field, base hit.
And that will be out number 3, as the base runner from third is going to go get the home, and the side is retired. Here it is one more time to right center field. As we go to top of the 6th, Indians up 7-3 in game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense. Christian Stewart will get to put the same work. He is 1 for 2 with a single in game 1 of 3 in the chat. From the weekends and on the weekends, you guys will get new episodes of MLB 19 tomorrow morning and Sunday, when my love goes to church. Ball 1. So we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine and good to go. At the Indians bullpen, Nick Whitgren and Adam Sinber. The 1-0 count by Bieber. Strike 1. Toronto Blue Jays visiting the Red Sox 2-1 in game 1 of 3. Fly ball to right center field. It picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. Check it out one more time, guys, in the chat. Texas Rangers hosting the White Sox 1-0. Oh my goodness, in game 1 of 3. Bieber gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him.
Into the box now.
Ball one.
As he'll take a look at the pitch. 2
Nico
lows,
Goodwin is 1 for
1.
2 with a single in the second. The Tigers are 2 for 11 with runners. Tigers staring at base runner in second with no outs.
Now the 1-0 is in
Strike
there.
one.
Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bieber gets ready to set the target. Comes the 1-1.
The 1-1 home. There's a swing
Fly ball to
and-
right center field.
Right field.
He picks up a look, and that will be an RBI double for the Tigers. As the Tigers caught the Indians lead in game 1 of 3 in a tight good game. 17th double by Nico Goodwin. As the Tigers caught the Indians lead of 7-4, top of the 6th with 1 out. Oh my goodness. In game 1 of 3. Here comes the manager from the Indians dugout coming to the mound.
And it changes.
10 in the 8.
That's going to do it for
And that'll be it for Shane Bieber for the Indians defense, excuse me. Coming to the mound for the Indians defense, Nick Whitgren. His 19th game of the season, 2-0 record, 73 ERA and 22 strikeouts to his resume. Indians Tigers staring at base runner in second with no outs. Wingren sits to target, ball one. Mikey Montauk is 1 for 2. Marky Brewers hosting the Reds 3-2 in game 1 of 3. Getting a little bit exciting.
Right now, this offense, everybody a fight at the bat rack. These two finesse pitchers are leaving.
St. Louis Cardinals hosting the Angels 3-1.
Tough things, Gabriel, about being a guy that's a touchy-feely.
Whitgren sets the target. Here's the pitch. Strike one, little outside to the left. In game 1 of 3.
Long game for both of these starting pitchers.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Breaking ball there for a strike. The 1-2.
And he struck him out. And that's the first out for the Indian Tigers offense.
Now batting. The catcher.
Here comes the catcher, Grayson Guayel. He suffered 2 flyouts for the Tigers offense.
So far.
Whitgren gives sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1 in game 1 of 3. Grayson Guayel is 0 for 2. Here comes the 0-1 count by Whitgren.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. He held that bat just a little too long, guys.
Get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Goodrum, the runner at second with 1 away.
I'll get to it in just a second here. Ball 1.
2 to the Tigers catcher.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it,
Now it's ball 1.
some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part.
Oh, and that's better. Hold on. Comes the 1-2 by Whitgren. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers offense.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a line.
Oh my goodness. In game 1 of 3.
Not much you can do with that pitch.
9 inches, 80 miles per hour at the pitch speed. It's the pitch by Whitgren. Strike 1.
Left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
So Candelario is 1 for 2 with a double to his resume in game 1 of 3. So Candelario is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch by Whitgren. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
But it's chopped foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Ground ball to right line, and that will be, and it gets him out in time, and the side is retired. Take it up one more time in the chat.
RBI double. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's
As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Indians up 7-4. Game 1 of 3. As we surpass the 1 hour limit. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in a single return or a single deposit. So far today.
Every ball they put in play has been a laser. And the numbers
just have to wait and see, cover it, and see what happens from there.
At 90 miles an hour or harder,
as we speak. Due up for the Indians offense, Lonnie Martin. He's 2 for 2, with a double and a single. Zimmerman gives the sign, still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left, and he makes the catch, 1 away for the Indians offense. Here comes the catcher, Kevin Pilecki. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly.
So looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right
2-7 record, so in Zimmerman. Second swing, strike 1.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Fly ball to right center field. He makes the catch, 2 outs for the Indians offense. Kansas City Royals hosting the Twins 5-4. Here comes designated hitter Roberto Perez. He reached on an error and he has struck out in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
A fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this
Roberto
one.
Perez is 0 for 2.
He hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Ball 2.
Fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting
Ball
hit
3.
around pretty good. He's trying to do something different.
On
and
deck,
it's really
Tyler
seeing him
Naquin
not
batting
attacking the strike zone
.236.
anymore.
Looking for a strike, Zimmerman.
The 3-0 pitch is taken
Strike 1. And they pop up to right center field, and he does not get the catch, and that'll be a single for the Indians. It was scored as an E9. Here it is one more time in the chat. Game 1 of 3.
But he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play though.
Indians staring at base runner first, but 2 outs. Here comes Zimmerman again. Strike 1. Tyler Naquin is 1 for 2 with a single. Fly ball to left center field of line, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired in game 1 of 3. Indians leave 1. As we go to top of the 7th, Indians up 7-4 in game 1 of 3. Remember, guys, we watch our videos in full as much as we can today, and some of the other days I'm still doing 5 instead of 6 on the weekly schedule in the chat. We watch our videos in full, we like the videos, we tweet them out, add them to a playlist, sell them, and we'll leave a meaningful comment down below. If anybody in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account. Adam Simba making his 25th game of the season, 2-2 record, an ERA of 4.18. Here comes Don Hicks, he is 1 for 3 with a double. 37 years of service, not bad. Simba gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Simba sets the target. Comes the 1-0 count. Ball 2. Strike 1. A little below the zone that time. Son Hicks is 1 for 3 in game 1 of 3. Simba gets the sign. I almost said Zahn. Fly ball to right. And that will be a single for the Tigers.
Sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner.
Here it is one more time in the chat.
Poses problems.
Tigers staring at base runner first, but no outs. Simba gets the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Sorry, Mercer was 1 for 3 with a double in the 5th. Simba ready to get it going. 1-0 count. Strike 1, a little outside the zone that time. To the left on the side of your screen in chat. Fly ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. Take it up one more time.
When you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets
Tigers staring at base runner first and second with no outs.
That's what you want to do in today's day and age of bullpen down.
Simba sets the target and the pitch. Strike 1.
When these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 3. Simba ready to deal. 0-1 count. Ball 1.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out.
Fly ball to left center field, and that's the first out for the Tigers offense.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat. But a terrific.
Check it out one more time in the stands, guys. Coming to the mound for the Indians defense, Brad Hand, like his 25th game of the season, 1-2 record, 5 saves, ERA of 6.35, and 32 strikeouts. Here comes the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. He is 1 for 3 with a single and second. Hand gives sign. Ball 1. And Castellanos is 1 for 3 in game 1 of 3.
Season, he was taken in the second round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Sets the target. Strike 1.
1-1.
Nick Castellanos is 1 for 3. Brad Hand gives sign. Comes to 1-1. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And the two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Nick Castellanos is 1 for 3 in the chat. Comes to 2-1. Strike 2. That ball was 93 miles per hour due to pitch speed. 2-2 by Hand. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Working for the punch out and
Ball 3.
full count now.
On deck, Chris and Stewart batting .218 in game 1 of 3.
Whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Brad Hand nods his head. He comes 3-2. Ground ball at the second, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers offense. Wow. Here comes left fielder Chris and Stewart. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a single in game 1 of 3.
changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last
Pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything better back in return. Strike one.
And this pitch is taken on the inner
Cousin Stewart's 2 for 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cousin Stewart held it a little too long.
2 outs and 2 strikes. This is a big next pitch for both sides.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
And he struck him out. And the side is retired in game 1 of 3. Tigers lead 3. As we go to bottom of the 7th, Indians up 7-4. Due up for the Indians offense in game 1 of 3. Carlos Gonzalez is 1 for 3 with a grand slam in the 3rd. As the Tigers defense will be bringing in different pitcher, they'll be bringing in Victor Alcantara. Alcantara makes his 20th game this season, 1-2 record, 2.52 ERA, and 44 strikeouts to his resume for the season. Here's the pitch by Alcantara. Strike 1.
High strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Fly ball to right center field. And that will be a single for the Indians in game 1 of 3. New York Yankees hosting the Astros 4-4. Check it out one more time. Boston Red Sox hosting the Blue Jays 3-2. With no strings attached.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez.
Foul ball behind the batter's box, strike 1.
He's hitless in 3
Jose Ramirez is 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 5th.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ground ball to center field.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the
And that will be a double. And that'll be a double for the Indians. Oh my goodness. 14th double by Jose Ramirez.
Now to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this
Because
point.
Francisco Lindor is 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot in the 5th.
He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's the pitch by Alcantara.
Pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Foul ball to left, strike 1.
1-1.
And a pop up to home base. And that's out number 1 for the Indians. In game 1 of 3. Here comes Carlos Santana. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Chicago Cubs over the Metropolitans 3-1.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't
Ball
miss
1.
it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once a
Santana's
game,
2 for
maybe
3.
once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Gonzalez, the runner at third. Ramirez at second with 1 away.
Strike 1.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And this is
Strike 2. San Diego Padres visiting the Pirates 4-1.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the
Something a little bit
full side out of
plastic.
it, because that was 3
Something like that.
fastballs in a row.
Ball 2.
Pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and
No
2
clue.
strikes.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. Comes to 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Indians. First strikeout by Victor Alcantara.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough
Oh my goodness. Hear this one more time.
They're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Strike 1.
Jason Kipnis.
Oh Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th in game 1 of 3. Ball 1.
Above the letters with the fastball that time. Second and third, 2 away.
Strike 2.
To Kipnis.
1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of
Looking
this
for the out.
after giving up 2 singles early.
Ball 2.
Fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Ripped down
Foul ball to right. Strike 2.
Foul ball as it holds at 2-2.
Check swing.
And he tried to hold
Ball
it that
3.
time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing.
On the deck for the Indians, Lonis Martin.
And
Ball 4. First walk by the Tigers.
But take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And into bat next, the left-hand.
Comes Lonis Martin. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a single.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ground ball to straight center field.
Base hit.
And that will be a 2 RBI single. As the Indians extend the lead, it's 9-4 Indians, bottom of the 7th with 2 outs.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals
Oh
this
my
thing.
goodness. In game 1 of 3.
Tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels
Here
like
comes the catcher, Kevin Pilecki. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly in game 1 of 3.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
This is just off the outside corner.
Kevin Pilecki's 0 for 2. Pedro Alcantara has given up 8 balls, 14 strikes, of a total of 22.
on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Foul ball to right, strike 1.
Strike 1. 1-1, here it is. Now,
And they pop up.
This is right out in front of the mound.
And he makes the catch, and the side is retired.
Retire the side.
In game 1 of 3.
Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again.
Indians drive a couple more.
Friday night baseball on the show.
As they go to top of the 8th, Indians up 9-4 in game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense, Nico Goodwin is 2 for 3 with a double and a single
Double from his last plate appearance.
in game 1 of 3.
Very promising so far in this one. It's
Brad Hand gives sign.
innings, down
Here's the
by a
pitch to him.
ball. It's time to get
Strike
some
1.
base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
As we play out the last few innings, I guess it's safe to say this one hasn't gone the way we thought it was going to go. Despite featuring 2 of the most deceptive pitchers in the game, neither of these guys were fooling any hitters
Ball
in
1.
this one.
Houston at the attendance on game 1 of 3, 23,126.
Kind of guys, and when they're not on point, they have a tough time getting through a
Foul
lot.
ball
I know
to
we
left,
expected
strike
more
2.
Both these pitching staffs. But let's flip it. Let's give some credit where credit's due. The offenses were on point. They were obviously paying
Comes to 1 and 2
attention
by
in the
hand.
meetings, and they executed the game plan.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Texas Rangers hosting the White Sox 2-0. Check swing, and he struck him out. That's the first out for the Tigers offense.
I think that's one of
Check it
the
out one more time. And another slow motion.
hitters rarely feel like they went. And I
Oakland
don't think
Athletics hosting the Rays 2-1.
first base umpires, but looking at it, it's hard to say for
Time
sure.
is almost running out for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. The I Am a Creative Community.
As he
Ball
was
1.
first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was
Maki Mato gets 1 for 3 with a
looking
double.
for him in his last at-bat.
Brad Hand gets sign, nods his head. Here's the pitch. Ball 2.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Count, the pitch, split
Strike 1.
for a strike.
Wait, hold on.
Fell behind 2-0,
Wait, that's
but he
better.
battled right there and got right back in
Here's
the
the replay one more time.
aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame.
2-1 count by Brad Hand. Foul ball to left again. Strike 2. Hit speed 107 miles per hour. Comes to 2-2 by Brad Hand.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Foul ball to left again. Strike 2. Philadelphia Phillies hosting the Marlins 5-3. In the set.
Another 2-2 offering.
Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the second out. Milwaukee Brewers hosting the Reds 4-2. Here comes the catch to Grayson Guernier. We're going to put something on for the Tigers offense. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. We're going to group his 0 for 3 in game 1 of 3.
If they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch.
His pitch, ball 1.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw. And
6 inches, pitch speed is 83 miles per hour.
Right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Ball 2.
Top, it's 2-0.
Comes Hand again. Strike 1.
Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Two and 1 count by Hand. Foul ball to right again. Strike 2. Grayson Guernier is 0 for 3. 2-2 count by Brad Hand. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers offense. As we go to bottom of the 8th, Indians up 9-4. Due up for the Indians offense, designated hitter, Roberto Perez. He's 0 for 3 with a ground out in the 6th. As the Tigers defense will put a different pitcher, they'll be bringing in Louis Coleman. Louis Coleman making the 16th game of the season. On 1 record, 1 save, 2.86 ERA, and 26 strikeouts with the Tigers defense. He nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Roberto Perez is 0 for 3. Fly ball to right line. And he makes the catch, 1 away.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go.
Tyler Knockwood is 1 for 3 with a single.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
And a pop-up near home base. And out number 2 for the Indians offense. Comes Carlos Gonzalez, he's 2 for 4 with a home run and a single. Nods his head again, here's the pitch. Fly ball to right center field, and that will be a double for the Indians. In game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time.
Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez.
Strike 1.
He'll take one up in the zone, but indeed
Jose Ramirez is 1 for 4 with a double. Indians staring at base runner second with 2 outs. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out. Coleman. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Foul ball at the home base, strike 2. Atlanta Braves visiting the Nationals 3-0.
Away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Fly ball to left center field, and not again. Wow. That would be an RBI single for the Indians. If it scored as an E6, as the Indians extend the lead, it's 10-4, bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. Fans are thinking, what happened there? As the Tigers defense didn't get the catch. Here's the pitch to him again. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Francisco Lindor is 1 for 4 for 2-run shot in the 5th. Ball 1.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ramirez is off at first with 2 away.
Fly ball to straight center field. And he makes the catch in time, and the side is retired. Time is nearly coming out of it for the Tigers offense. As we go to the top of the 9th, Indians holding on to a 10-4 lead. Coming to the mound for the Indians defense, Oliver Perez, 19th game of the season, 1-3 record, 1 save, and 4.66 ERA, and 14 strikeouts. Samir Candelario, we're going to put something big for the Tigers offense. He's 1 for 3 with a double to his resume. Perez gives the sign. And the pitch.
Here's the first offering.
Strike 1.
Now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Here's the Astros visiting the Yankees 7-4. Here comes the 0-1 by Perez.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Time is running out for the Tigers offense badly.
With one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
Oakland Athletics hosting the Rays 4-1. Fly ball to left center field. Deep cooked, and that will be a double for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. As we speak in the chat, 22, double number 22 by Samir Candelario. Give us one more time in the chat. Pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Tigers staring at base runner at second with no outs. Here's the pitch by Perez. Strike 1.
Strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Son Hicks is 2 for 4 with a double and a single. 0-1 count by Perez.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Fly ball to right center field, and that'll be the first out for the Tigers offense, while the base runner from second goes to home. Comes Sonny Mercer, he's 2 for 4 with a double and a single.
Base is open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Strike 1.
Perez with a good fastball there to start the at-bat. No balls in the strike.
Trey the Beast, how you doing? How are you? 0-1 count by Perez.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Foul ball to left again, strike 2.
Down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Hot ball as well. Ball one.
With a ball and 2 strikes.
How are we doing this morning, Dre?
The infield back and
Anything
runner at third,
interesting?
he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good.
If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Thank you, Dre, for stopping by. Here comes the 1 and 2 by Perez. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2 and 2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Angels visiting the Cardinals 4-3. Comes to 2 and 2 by Perez. And the pitch. Fly ball to left line, and that will be a single. RBI single for the Tigers offense as the Tigers cut the Indians lead. It's 10-5 Indians. Top of the ninth with 1 out. Check it out one more time. In the chat.
Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without.
Oh my goodness. Tigers staring at base runner first with 1 out. In game 1 of 3. Perez gets the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Miguel Cabrera looking to get something going for himself and the Tigers offense. He's 0 for 4 with a line out in the 7th. The 1-0 count by Perez. Ball 2.
Several inches below the zone, in fact.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 count, the pitch. Bends into
Strike
the zone
1.
for a strike.
That's a nasty.
Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 4.
Tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
A 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 4 in the chat, guys.
Play situation, he doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
So far, no sign of Alice and Leon. They probably won't show up today. That'd be my guess. 2-2 count by Perez. And he struck him out. And that's out number 2. Get out one more time.
So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ball.
As he was not expecting that. Last chance for the Tigers offense. Nick Castellanos is 1 for 4. Here's the pitch by Perez. Ball 1.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance.
Nick Castellanos is 1 for 4 with a single in the 2nd.
Now the 1-0 is
Ball 2.
to play for a ball.
2-0.
Two and 0 count by Perez. Strike 1.
Gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot. And he obviously
If Alice and Leon would show up today, like Leon did yesterday, that wouldn't be a bad idea. 2-1 count by Perez. Ball 3.
Falling behind now. 3-1.
On deck, Chris and Stewart batting .217.
Coming into this one, he's just
Tigers have
giving
given
these
up
guys
1
too
walk.
many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
In game 1 of 3. 3-1 count by Perez.
Here's the 3-1. And this is
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
So now they find themselves
Held that just a little too long as we speak.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he can put the ball in the
Last
gap
chance for the
somewhere,
Tigers
he can
offense in game 1 of 3.
because the runner at first will be in motion.
last breath
Comes
for the
Perez.
Tigers.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
And now those that have stuck it
Oliver
out
Perez
to
has given up
the
8 balls and 14 strikes at 22 pitches and counting. Perez again, 3-2 count. Fly ball to straight left center field, and it's the Cats, and the Indians take game 1 of 3. As the Indians go on to hold on to win 10-5. Tigers go down to a record of 30-42, if I'm correct. Well, that was not too bad of a game. Indians hold on to win 10-5 in game 1 of 3 from the weekends, and on the weekends, Indians had 12 hits, Tigers had 13 hits and 4 errors in game 1 of 3. The I am a career community. As the Tigers are down to 31-43 of the season, it's still a lot of time to make up. So don't worry about resisting or anything. Moran, as we double check the scores, Chicago Cubs get a win, going up to 41 and not 41, going up to 47-28 of the season over the Metropolitans, 3-1, 8 hits. Cole Hamels with his 8th win. Brandon Merrill with his 19th save of the season for the Cubs. Houston Astros going up to 48-29 over the Yankees, down to 40-37, 7-4 and 8 hits. Smith with his first win. Osuna with his 26th save of the season. Atlanta Braves upset the Nationals, going up to 34-43 over the Nationals, down to 41-35. 3-1, 11 hits and 1 error. Turan with his 2nd win. Minter with his 14th save of the season. Philadelphia Phillies going up to 45-31 over the Marlins, 5-4, 6 hits and 2 errors. Nasdaq the 2nd win. David Robinson with his 18th save of the season. San Diego Padres going up to 30-46 over the Pirates, 5-1 with 7 hits. Erlin with his 3rd win. Stabman with his 5th save of the season. Boston Red Sox going up to 47-31 over the Blue Jays, down to 40-36. 3-2 with 8 hits. Humphrey with his 3rd win. Barnes with his 26th save of the season. Milwaukee Brewers going up to 33-43 over the Reds, down to 48-27. 7-3 with 8 hits. Waterup's 4th win of the season. Kansas City Royals going up to 40-36 over the Twins, down to 38-37. 5-4 with 11 hits. Keller with his 6th win. Hale with his 21st save of the season. St. Louis Cardinals going up to 40-36 over the Angels, 6-4 with 10 hits. Reyes with his 2nd win. Miller with his 24th save of the season. Diamondbacks going up to 36-41, winning a perfect game over the Giants, 1-0 with 6 hits. Ray with his 2nd win of the season. Texas Rangers upset the White Sox, going up to 35-41, sending the White Sox down to 44-31. 3-0 shutout, 7 hits and 1 error. Minor with his 6th win. Leclerc with his 19th save of the season. Athletics going up to 46-32, sending the Royal Rays down to 37-40, 7-1 with 10 hits and 1 error. Treggs with the 7th win of the season. Mariners going up to 31-49, set out the Orioles 5-0, 7 hits and 1 error. Sheffield with his 1st win. Graham with his 1st save of the season. And the Rockies, Paul Even going up to 43-34 of the season, sending the Dodgers the same record down to 43-34. 5-1, 8 hits and 1 error. Saul with his 6th win of the season. So the Tigers have 2 more games with the Cleveland Indians, and then they'll be having a day off, and then they'll be back in Detroit hosting the Texas Rangers as we speak. So double check the standings. The Tigers are down to 31-43 of the season. That's still only 6.5 games behind the Twins, so it's still plenty of time as we speak. Royals also got a win. Indians have kicked our ass again as we speak, going up to 30-45 of the season. There's still plenty of time to catch up. The Astros have won 3 games, going up to 48 and 29, and so 2.5 games ahead of the Athletics, getting a win back. Angels have lost 2 games, down to 37 and 40. Rangers have won 3 games, going up to 35 and 41. Both teams are going to continue their wins as possible. Mariners are still looking not that bad, going up to 31 and 49 in the American League West. As we double check the American League wild card, real quick: Athletics, Blue Jays, Royals, Yankees, Twins, Orioles, Mariners, Indians, Tigers, Royals, and the Rays. As you guys can see down below in the chat. Phillies winning 2 games, as they won 7 games out of the last 10, going up to 45 and 31. As they are ahead by 4 games over the Nationals, within 2 games each, with them and the Marlins. Getting a first win by the Braves, going up to 34 and 43. As they're only 3 games behind the Marlins, as you guys can see. The Reds have lost 3 games, going down to 48 and 27. As you guys can see on the top of your screen in the chat. Cubs are only a game behind the Reds, going up to 47 and 28. Cardinals have won 2 games, so only 7.5 games behind the Cubs, going up to 40 and 36. Brewers have won 2 games, going up to 33 and 43 of the season. Anything can still change. The Dodgers are back to the losing column as they even the record series with the Rockies, with 20% of each of these 2 teams, 558 a time. 4-game skip between the Giants, 34. Down, losing 4 straight games, as you guys can see. As you guys can see in the chat, it's only 4 games behind the Diamondbacks. But it'll be exciting to see, and it'll be very exciting to see which one is going to get the upper hand, the Dodgers or the Rockies. Both teams are 43 and 34 of the season. That'll be tomorrow morning, as we speak. As we double check the National League wildcard race as well. Cubs, Rockies, Nationals, Cardinals, Marlins, bottom list. Padres, Mets, Giants, Brewers, Braves, and the Pirates. As you guys can see that and believe it. Red Sox still stand alone, winning 2 games in a row, going up to 47 and 31 of the season. And so only 6 games ahead of the Blue Jays. Most of the other losses so far is the Yankees, Rays, and the Orioles. 3-game skip by the Orioles, down to 28 and 50. But I know the Tigers, they still have plenty of time to get back into it. They just have to take their time, not lose any other extra players or any of that set, you know. It won't be a problem at all. But we'll see how this one's going to go completely better than it has to be before. I'm just hoping maybe the Blue Jays, the Yankees, maybe we can get a win and come back and hunt the Red Sox a little bit. It all depends what's going to happen this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. And that's going to do it. I'll tell you just one more thing, maybe 2 things left in the moment. Just hold on. I'll tell you in a moment. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for episode. Hold on. What the fuck is this new episode? Hold on, give me the fucking new episode, please. Come on, what's the new episode again? Okay, episode 74, from the weekends and on the weekends. As the Indians win game 1. You're damn right, it's about time that one of my fucking coaches can finally reach up to somebody's ass. Thank you. Damn right. Indians win the first one. Officially won the first one 10-5. That's not bad. And Tigers have 2 more games with the Indians. Then they'll have a day off, and then they'll be back at home in Detroit to host the Texas Rangers. you guys want to catch more MLB 19, the show, you guys will get it in the morning. I'm not sure. I don't think like I said, I won't be live anymore today. I will be at the art studio, so I got to take care of something, then I'm going to go to the art studio afterwards. So make sure you smash that like button, guys. Tweet the live stream out, pay it forward, and be rewarded. Never ask any support back, as you guys can see. If anybody in the chat has a Facebook, and a Twitter, tweet it out. Like I said, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. Because the more people we bring in, guys, the more we'll grow, win, and make a solitary difference. Who are loving, caring, sharing, and leaving great content of the hashtag I am a creator community as we speak. While we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, we tweet out the videos, we share the videos, and we add them to a playlist. If you guys have not already done it, you guys can do it at the moment and any time, any day of the week. It all depends, according to my buddy James Cox. If you guys have any questions about the Idol, Men in Black still has the good lead in its hands going into next year. In a couple weeks, remember guys, in 2 weeks, on September 3rd, on my next Money in the Bank on September 5th, I will be getting Final Fantasy VIII on the PSN store, and that will be Thursdays and Fridays. Just to let you guys know. Borderlands 3, September 13th. That won't be a bad idea either. So you guys keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions at all, on those 2 topics, type it in the chat. Anyway, guys, that'll do it. Tigers are down to 31 and 43 of the season. They can still get some wins back, so we'll see how that goes this weekend. Anyway, guys, thank you, Lucky, for stopping by. Thank you, Dre the Beast, for stopping by. Thank you, guys, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. And I will see you guys in the morning. You guys have a good day, and stay busy on a Friday. Thank you again, guys.